What is going on, everybody? So I haven't made a video like all week, but it's been kind of a crazy week, so I'm gonna tell you guys why. I'm gonna tell you guys what's up. I didn't really know where to start with all this, so it's been kind of a long week for me. I'm wore out, I'm tired. So in some of my earlier videos I talk about how I was put on medications and I take medications. I was taking stuff to help me with sleep, and I was taking like nightmare blockers and stuff like that because when I go to sleep I basically relive my addiction in my sleep, and I'm always using in my dreams, or I'm back in prison or just places that I don't want to be. And so I was taking nightmare blockers. Well, I have hep C, so I have a bad liver. Because of the bad liver and because of the issues that I'm having with my liver, doctors decided it was the best idea to take me off of my medications, because it's either have insomnia and don't sleep and have bad nightmares, or my liver shut down and me die. So they took me off my medications. So I went from taking Seroquel, which is a pretty strong sleep aid, every day, to not taking anything, and it's been rough. I haven't slept. I slept a little bit last night, so I feel a little bit better. But the first few nights is miserable. I slept like a couple hours in days. So why I want to talk about this with you guys today is just to kind of talk about how this shit's not always easy. Recovery is not always easy. I know you guys see me posting on my Instagram and on here, and I'm always happy and stuff like that, but it's not like that every day for me. And it's not like that every day for people out there that are still struggling, or people that are in early recovery and stuff like that. It's not just a walk in the park. It's not just a we get up and it's just perfect and easy and there's just, life is good. There's days that are amazing. There's days that suck. And there's real life struggles that I'm dealing with. Like, I'm not able to sleep. I'm working full time. I'm doing this full time. I got groups and stuff that I'm still going to. I'm doing all sorts of stuff. And then with no sleep, it's been a rough week. But it's something we had to deal with because of the choices that we made. So for you guys that don't know, let me give you a little bit of an explanation of what is going on. So your brain produces serotonin and dopamine and all those things, and everything that makes you happy, everything that makes you calm, everything that makes you sleepy, everything that makes you not have those crazy nightmares, okay? So your brain naturally produces all that stuff. When you start using substances like heroin and things like that, it starts taking place of what is actually making that in your brain. So what happens is you start using heroin, and your heroin starts making the dopamine now, and starts making the serotonin and all that stuff. So everything that's going on in your brain that was making that stuff now shuts off. So that stuff's not working no more because the heroin's doing it for your brain, so it doesn't have to do that part. So the heroin's taking that place. So when you cut the heroin out, or when you cut the drugs out, those little factories that are in your brain that are making all this stuff that make you sleep and make you happy and sad and all that stuff, those factories don't just fire right back up. It takes time. Or there's things like my social anxiety. I've never had that before until I got completely sober. Now I cannot go in crowds. I'm a grown-ass man, and I will fucking cry in a crowd if I'm get put in a crowd. If I get boxed in where I'm sitting in a seat or something, it just happened a couple weeks ago where I was at this little theater and there's people on all sides of me, I will literally sit there and cry. Like, I'm not bawling or nothing, but like, I tear up and shit. I'm freaking out. I'm clenching my jaw. Like, I cannot handle it. And the last one was a bunch of high school kids, and I couldn't handle it. I've been to prison, and I couldn't sit in a room of high school kids. I was freaking out. And it's just, I have to work on it. I force myself to get through it. So that way, I don't know, because I choose to. So really, I just want to talk about that. Like, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in the brain that drugs will start taking over for, and then when you stop doing the drugs, those things still do not come back. So there should be things like you're not going to sleep, you're not going to eat right, you're going to feel depressed, you're going to feel anxiety, you're going to feel all these issues, things that I'm dealing with this week especially. I'm doing everything I can to find natural alternatives. So if you guys have any suggestions for me on something that I can do to get some sleep, then let me know. But like I said, I have a bad liver, so I have to really be careful with what I'm taking and what I'm doing and stuff like that. As far as my anxiety and stuff, I got cut off medication, so I've been trying to take CBD products. So I've been trying these CBD stuff, and I can't really give you an answer on if it's really working for me yet or not. I'm gonna keep trying it because it's all natural, and everybody knows where most of the CBD products come from. It's kind of a risk for me. It's a little scary. Like, I make sure to get the ones that say, this one says right on it that somewhere on here that is completely safe as far as having to take a drug test. Like, there's absolutely zero THC in this one, so that's why I got this one. I went to the health food store the other day, and behind the counter they have CBD products there, and it says may contain trace amounts of THC in it. So I don't buy those ones. I don't buy stuff like that because I am still part of a. I still do go to court. I still do have pending charges and stuff like that. So I really have to be careful with what I take, because if I'm doing all this and I'm pushing as hard as I am and trying as hard as I am, and I go and I fail a drug test, it's not going to be good. When really all I'm trying to do is just find ways to be able to sleep like a normal person and not have to relive those fucking nightmares that I lived for the last 10 years in my sleep. I hate it. I wake up sweating and freaking out, and because like I said, in my dreams I'm places where I never want to be ever again. That's why I fight so hard, and that's why I do what I do now, because I don't ever want to relive that shit. So when I do get a little bit of sleep and that's what I'm doing, that's what I'm dealing with, it's not fun. I don't like it one bit. But so with all that being said, I got taken off of medications, not sleeping, been a rough week, crazy ass nightmares. I'm pouring sweat right now, anxiety is out of control. But this is all part of it. Do I feel like using right now? No, not at all, because using is what makes it to where I'm like this. Using, all the years of use, over 10 years of addiction, is what caused me to be like this now. So does it make me want to use because I'm having these issues? No, but so for some people, it will make you guys want to use. You guys just got to push through it. I'm just pushing through it. It will get better. I know it will. I just got to power through it, and maybe some of the stuff that I am taking and stuff, I got this sleep aid, all natural, from the All Natural store, maybe some of this stuff will help me out, and I won't ever have to go back on those medications. Or maybe when I get all my liver issues taken care of, I can go back on medications and sleep like a normal person, or maybe I'll find something else. I don't know, but what I do know is that you have to just keep powering through it. You have to just keep on fighting. Like I said, those little, I call them factories, it's just easy to explain, little factories in your brain that produce all that stuff that make you happy and make you sad and make you sleep and all that stuff, those things shut down, and they stop working because the drugs were making creating the dopamine and serotonin and all that stuff, so your brain didn't have to anymore. So with that being said, all of a sudden you pull the drugs away, those little factories don't just fire back up. They stay shut down. It's like damn Detroit. It ain't coming back. The little factories are shut down. So I have to find other alternatives to help me get through this. And if I can't find anything, that's fine. I'll get through it. I'll be fine. And for you guys out there that are dealing with similar issues, you guys will be okay too. You just got to power through it. Make sure that you have your support systems out there. Make sure that you have those good people around you. Make sure that you're actively involved in doing something recovery based. Make sure just everything. You got groups, you got people. Make sure you're practicing mindfulness, especially just being present. Like, yeah, right now I have anxiety. I'm sweaty. I'm, tired. I'm just wore out. Just having a rough time, but like, I don't know, I know realistically when it comes down to it, I'm okay. I'm just sitting at the house. I'm fine. It just, days are gonna be easy, days are gonna be rough, weeks are gonna be easy, weeks are gonna be rough. It's just part of it. It's part of recovery, and you guys just got to get through it just like I'm getting through it. A big reason why I wanted to show you guys this right now is because, like I said, you see me posting and stuff all the time, and it's always just happiness, and like, now I want you guys to see the real side of shit. I want you to see the reality of things. I want you to know that I struggle just like you guys are struggling, or just like other people struggle. I don't always have good days. I have a lot of really rough days, and it's all just a mind fuck, and you just got to get through it, and you can get through it. So I'm going to make sure to keep posting this week to show you guys the progression of me hopefully getting through it, or me still suffering at the end of the week and me still having issues with sleep and stuff. We don't know, but I'm showing you guys from addict's standpoint or what's really going on and how things are, and I'll let you guys watch the progression of what happens. And for those of you that are trying to get clean, you guys can see these are some of the issues that you're going to have. It's just part of it. You just got to power through it. Like I said, find your support systems, find what works for you. Mindfulness, CBT therapy, things like that. Good people around me. That's what gets me through. You know, like I said, I know I'll be alright. It's rough. Alright, guys, that's what I got to say for tonight. Hit me up if you guys have any suggestions as far as sleep aids or anything like that. Or just hit me up if you guys need anything. I'll talk to y'all. Laters.